Alright, it's time to talk about Ashton Jeanty. At 5'9" and 215 pounds, Jeanty is undoubtedly one of the best players eligible for the 2025 NFL Draft when you disregard positional value. This highly productive running back creates a ton of added value to his touches thanks to an elite ability to create yards after contact and is capable of hitting home run carries through traffic. Jeanty showcases top-tier vision and contact balance while offering a sufficient skill set on passing downs, making him a viable option for any kind of offensive system, be it outside zone or gap principle. Most importantly, his well-rounded resume should allow him to offer the kind of snap usage that will be required to justify a selection in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft. Now let's kind of go over some positives here. He does have elite contact balance and pad level for added yards after contact. He also has terrific vision to make subtle adjustments on his rushing track and maintain momentum. He also has patience pressing the line of scrimmage to force defenders to declare into gaps. Now, we have to have positives, so that means we have to have a couple negatives here. He does have room for growth in pass protection consistency, and he does have very good but not elite breakaway speed. Now let's take a look at the background of Jeanty. He was born in Jacksonville, Florida, and played high school football at Lone Star High School, Texas. Now his military family took him to many places before he landed in Boise, including a 3-year stint overseas in Italy prior to his enrollment at Lone Star High School. At Lone Star High School, he was rated a 4-star recruit while playing as a 3-sport athlete. We're talking football, track and field, and basketball. By his senior season, Jeanty had logged significant playing time on both sides of the ball as safety, linebacker, and wide receiver before being given the primary running back role. He obliged by scoring 41 total touchdowns. Jeanty finished his high school career with less than 400 career touches. In addition to Boise State, Jeanty did receive offers from programs such as Kansas, Cal, and all 3 service academies. Jeanty has no documented significant injuries on his resume. Jeanty is a throwback to prior generations of NFL running backs. I mean, he's a do-it-all threat, right? That a team could easily justify 300 plus touches for on an annual type of basis. I mean, the game appears to move in slow motion for him. I mean, he just illustrates the kind of elite vision in the box and when stretching to the point of attack with perimeter runs that allow him to manipulate defenders and create creases in the running game. Jeanty pairs that vision with strong patience and precise feet. Now on zone runs, Jeanty is highly skilled in pressing to the heels of his blockers before declaring himself into a gap. He thrusts his ability to reignite his forward burst and waiting out linebackers to force them to choose whether they will attempt to run under the blockers or scrape over the top before Jeanty cuts against their path. He is decisive with his cuts and puts faith in his feet, adjusting on steep angles or alternatively making slight adjustments out of the mesh point to redirect away from the penetration and hit gaps quickly if the crease is present. Those feet stay active in traffic and create additional push and sustain his leg drive. Jeanty's compact frame naturally offers him leverage at first contact. It makes him a difficult player to get underneath when he's coming downhill. Still, he has also just showcased anticipation of the hits and braces for contact to make his strike window even smaller and more difficult for defenders to sync up. Those who would opt to cut him down low in the open field have been made to look absolutely bananas on more than one occasion. Jeanty has a nasty hurdle move that allows him to clear smaller defenders in the secondary who know they can't just thump pads with him one-on-one. When Jeanty hits the open field, he illustrates the necessary burst to break angles in space and convert just those opportunities into long run touchdowns. He has been caught from behind occasionally, but player tracking data just really suggests that he's capable of breaking into speeds of up to 21 miles per hour in a live game setting, right? That's plenty of acceleration and long speed to be playing in the NFL. Jeanty's passing game skill set is pretty impressive as well. Now, his former high school pedigree as a slot receiver is very apparent with his ball skills. He makes good adjustments to the football and showcases comfortable hands. Boise used him into the flats as an early kind of progression, aligned him onto the boundary, and ran perimeter screens with him. they've also tried to get Jeanty the football in more traditional running back screen reps. Pass protection, that's still a work in progress for Jeanty, but his dense frame and appetite for contact are attractive elements that have allowed him to aggressively stick his nose into the second level pressures and wash defenders into traffic to keep throwing lanes open in the pocket intact. And I think in the NFL, you're going to start seeing some of these coaches really train him up on how to really be a good pass protection back. His consistency, particularly in larger areas of space, to square up rushers in the area of improvement to focus on, right? So that said, I believe in functional and in this capacity right now, and it should not be a barrier to playing time early in his career. Like I said, it could be coached up with him. So Jeanty showed a growth in ball security during his second season as a primary runner in 2024, but he did have 6 accredited fumbles back in 2023 despite playing in just 12 games. One such play came on the outside kick scrum, right? That's where the other 5 were all fumbles on plays from scrimmage in which Jeanty was fighting for extra yardage, right? Ball security can be a non-linear issue, so continued focus in this phase as a physical after the contact runner is absolutely a point of focus. Overall, Jeanty's explosiveness in short spaces, his vision and patience as a ball carrier, his physicality as a runner in all phases, and his capability of contributing into all these phases of the offense should have him well primed to be the top running back from the 2025 draft class and offer him the opportunity to be a featured centerpiece of an NFL offense for years to come. Thank you for watching yet another breakdown for another prospect for this upcoming 2025 NFL draft. As we continue to kind of prep you, getting ready for your fantasy football drafts later on in the season, I can't wait to keep breaking down a lot of these players. That way you guys can see what's going on, and that way you can make the best selection possible. Here at the Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network, we want to make sure you are hitting all types of championships each and every year, and this is the starter of it. There is no off season when it comes to the Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network, so do yourself a favor, become a part of the family. Hit the subscribe button, smash a like button on the video below, and leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about this prospect? Is this somebody that you want to go in and try to draft on your fantasy football team? I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.